It can be a tough job, the customer service.
Yeah, you got any experiences like that as far as like people coming in that's rude, like like cuz I know y'all guys push paperwork. So like sometimes they might come in like you was just saying,
Yeah.
they mad at y'all, but it's not you guys' fault.
Yeah. Me personally, I've dealt with people like that before I joined. I took classes on it as a business administration major, just dealing with people and everything, managing workers, and then I would say, and just making sure like your conflict resolution, making sure like, hey, stay composed, don't let them trigger you. They're just upset. Something else might be happening throughout the day. They're bringing it out towards us, towards me. My personality reflects off to everybody. But if it's pertaining to my soldier, they're going off at my soldier, then that's a different story. I'm going to make sure that my soldier's taken care of and they're all right first, and make sure that whoever's going crazy is settled and everything, and not going off the walls, disrespecting anybody, no matter the rank.
Okay, so uh you say you went to Saudi Arabia. You got any deployments, Sarge? Have
Yeah.
you been deployed?
Yeah, just that one, Saudi Arabia.
Okay, like just tell me a little bit about that. Like how was it over there?
It was hot. It's dry heat. It was hot. Like living in sand, living in tents, sand everywhere, rocks, twisting ankles on rocks. I don't know if you've been out there, but you walk around all them rocks and you twist ankles. The worst. Flies everywhere. But for the most part, besides that, it was peaceful. Not all the daily activities you do in the garrison, but I enjoyed it.
Okay, they say it's pretty nice. Like, cause I know somebody who did it. They say it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
A good deployment.
Depends. Like I was in a combat area, so not to disclose. Like it's an area out there, but it was hot and everything. Living in a tent, not that much coverage and everything. Just sharing a tent with like 8 guys and sectioned off by shower curtains or bed sheets and everything. But you made the best of what you had, and if you're out there with the right people, then it's a good time.
What about the food over there?
Food, it was okay. It was hot and everything, but they had workers out there helping us out, having good food. Not the best, but not the worst. So I enjoyed it. Oh, and the sandwich shops, the 24-hour sandwich shops, those were hidden.
What so y'all didn't have a defect?
We did have a defect. It was a big old tent where we had tables and everything, just eating that.
Okay. So okay, so that's deployment. So as you've been in the military, in the army, have you ever had like first line leadership that's been above you? Or I know I'm pretty sure you have, but kind of give us like a short synopsis on your experience with your first line leadership and like your experience with that.
So this is my personal belief at the military. This is what makes or breaks the Army. It's just leadership. If you have the best leadership, like you're gonna have the best time in the military. If you have the worst, then you're gonna dread the military. You want to get out. So my first encounter with it, it was a little rocky. Just trying to figure out everything. There was a lot of leadership just depending on me with a lot of stuff, and knowing I come straight from AIT and jumped in the fire, and I'm just trying to pick it up and learn it on the flow and make sure everybody's stuff gets processed. But they had patience, they did at the times, but I made the best of what I had. I got screamed at and everything a lot, but when I came to garrison to a real S1 shop, then it was more composure and everything, and it was more laid back than what I was at previous, from my leadership perspective and everything.
Okay. So what's some of the things that you took from that experience that you kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of put into your leadership style, or like correct, or something that you capitalize on that your previous leader didn't do?
So for me, I held some leadership positions outside of before the military, and coming in, I've seen some bad leaders, and then while in here, I've seen some bad leaders. So a lot of that is just experience from my perspective, and for me, my mentality is like my soldiers don't work for me; I work for them, and so I'm taking care of them and everything, making sure they're flowing and doing their stuff and whatever credit they have. I'm not taking any credit for them. Like somebody asked me, like, I appreciate you getting this done. Now, like, it wasn't me, it was my soldier. They did it. So give them the recognition. I'm not here to, I'm making sure, like, if they can't do their job, then I have to do their job. And that's going to put more time on me to waste like time I'm not going to be able to do my job because I'm doing their job. So I'm teaching them, letting them go, letting them have their own ownership of what they're doing so they can progress. And because we're all leaders at the end of the day, it says it in the AR 600-20 that we're all leaders. So I'm developing leaders to be leaders. So if you trying to micromanage soldiers and everything, they're not going to be leaders. You're micromanaging. So you're holding them beneath you this whole time. And by the time you leave or somebody PCSs and stuff like that, then your soldier's not going to know what to do. You just left them out to dry.
You're right. So what I would say is what I really wanted to get at. So to Sergeant Childers, what is a good leader to Sergeant Childers?
Sergeant Childers, selfless leader. Just you're there for your soldiers. Selfless. As sum it up in one word, is selfless.
I got you. So, there you guys go. You guys met Sergeant Childers, 42 Alpha. Sergeant Childers, in closing, what's some advice you would give a soldier who's brand new coming into the Army? What's something you would just let them know? Tell them.
Make sure you continue to learn. Like have that mindset, growth mentality, just to learn whatever you can. Education. A lot of people down it, but you get your education just from the mindset like I'm just trying to learn stuff. That nobody can take your education away from you, like your experience and everything. You might come across bad leadership and everything. Stay, handle adversity, but most of all, be selfless. Take care of your soldiers, take care of your team, and just keep growing and learning. That's all I can say.
Okay. There you guys go. So this has been another episode of Soldiers Talk the Podcast, and I'll see you guys in formation.